Welcome to episode 3 of the FMC podcast series, Pause. I'm Gina Hendrickson, and grateful that you've taken a break in your day to slow down and connect again with me. This week, I want to spend some time talking about why it's so important to pause for peace. Just the other day, when both my grandkids, who are 2 and 4, were tearing around the house chasing our 85-pound Chesapeake Bay Retriever, Rue, who frequently turned the tables and chased after them, were creating a cacophony of sound with squeals and shrills of delight, alternating with terror, all at these varying auditory levels, including screams and giggles and much woofing. Oh man, Gina needed a pause for peace. It's important watching also all my news feeds about escalating violence and war around the world and right around the corner. I need a pause for peace. Watching once again the growing divisiveness in our country over political diatribe that creates anger and fear and frustration. Oh man, I need a pause for peace. Peace, deep peace, that impacts and permeates all of my being, my soul. Peace in my thinking, peace in my feeling, peace in my speaking, peace in my doing. I can't control all that's going on in this crazy world, but I can control my being. Right? My mind, my emotions, my words, my actions. So I start with thinking for peace. Thinking has power when it is backed by intention, right? I love that, so I'm going to say it again, right? So thinking has power when it is backed by intention. Each morning, as part of my devotions, I introduce the intention of peace in my thoughts. So I take a few moments of silence, then repeat this powerful prayer that I've learned. Let me be loved. Let me be happy. Let me be peaceful. Let my friends be happy, loved, and peaceful. Let my perceived enemies be happy, loved, and peaceful. Let all beings be happy, loved, and peaceful. Let the whole world experience these things. This is my intention as I start my day thinking for peace. If at any time during the day, I get overwhelmed by fear or anger, I can repeat those intentions, right? To pause and get back on center. Feeling for peace is another important part of my soul tending. The emotions of peace are compassion, understanding, and love. Compassion is the feeling of shared suffering. When you feel someone else's suffering, their pain, there is the birth of understanding. Understanding is the knowledge that suffering is shared by everyone. Everyone suffers in one way or another, at one time or another in their lives. When you and I understand that we are not alone in our suffering, there is the birth of love. And when there is love, there is the opportunity for peace. I did a season with a spiritual director who gave me a beautiful practice to help with this kind of pause for peace. She invited me once a week to do this, and I share it with you now because it has deeply impacted my life. Observe a stranger during the day. Silently say to yourself, "This person is just like me. Like me, this person has experienced joy and sorrow, despair and hope, fear and love. Like me, this person has people in his or her life who deeply care and love them. Like me, this person's life is not perfect and has ups and downs. This person's peace is as important as my peace. I want peace, harmony, laughter, and love in his or her life." When we feel compassion for all in this kind of way, peace settles in the deep places of our soul. It has for me. This practice just continues to be a powerful gift of peace as I pause to feel and see and connect with others around me. Now, I can also control my speaking for peace. This means the purpose of speaking is to create happiness in the listener, right? It's about intention again, right? So today, I commit that every word I utter will be chosen consciously. I will refrain from complaints, condemnation, and criticism. That is the power 3 of C's: complaints, condemnation, and criticism. No more. Now, that is indeed a tough one, right? I mean, come on, let's keep it real, because we moan and we groan about everything. But think about flipping that reactive way of being. So instead, tell someone how much you appreciate them. Express genuine gratitude to those who have helped you and who love you. Offer healing or nurturing words to someone who desperately needs them. Show respect to someone whose respect you value. And if you find that you are reacting negatively to anyone in a way that is not peaceful, then take a pause. Stop yourself, refrain from speaking, and just keep silent. Wait to speak until you feel that centering calm, and then speak with respect and love. All these intentional ways of being for peace lead to more and more opportunities to do something for peace. So thinking, feeling, speaking lead to acting for peace, to help someone in need, maybe a child or a sick person or an adult or frail person. Help can come in so many ways. You know, it's as simple as me deciding, today I will bring a smile to a complete stranger's face. Oh my gosh, I love doing that. I love it. If someone acts in a hurtful way to me or someone else, I will respond with a gesture of loving kindness. Now, I also enjoy sending notes of encouragement, and I do them in all kinds of ways, like totally old school through a handwritten note. But I also send emails and texts. You know, don't undervalue the importance of a text. Oh man. The joys of emoji and memes are great. offering help without asking also for gratitude or recognition. Acting for peace in my life flows outward to others and into my community, creating these cool ripples of peace that impacts my life and others people's lives throughout the course of the day. Pauses for peace can change the world. One heart, one moment, one life at a time. So do whatever you can in small and large ways to pause for peace. I need it. Our families need it. The world needs it, especially our little corner of it. Peace, deep, deep peace to you today in your thinking, your feeling, your speaking, and your acting. Have a great week.